When the world needed him most, he came back. Come on, y'all know I would make my return. So after my short little break, y'all know I had to come back, and in my absence, I've been wondering, what should I do? You see, in my absence, I've been learning, writing, exploring, and thinking about what I was gonna do. Oh yeah, and then I remembered, I got a YouTube channel. And just to mention, we've been growing really fast. I feel like yesterday we only had like 20, and now we're almost at 50. So if you don't mind, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. We finally logged back into the game after what felt like forever. Me, William, and Mason were about to take down a pillager outpost. And for those of you who don't know what hardcore Minecraft is, it is essentially a set rule in the game where it is a permadeath difficulty, meaning if you die once, you cannot come back and you lose your world forever. But why would I have to explain this to you? You basically watched all my videos, right? Nah, I'm playing, of course you have. So after defeating most of the villagers, we obtained this item called an ominous bottle. For those of you who don't play Minecraft or have never come across this item before, it's basically just an item to start raids. Now, you may be wondering, why would anybody want to start raids? Well, in Minecraft, there is this item called a Totem of Undying, which basically gives you a second life, and kind of basically cheats hardcore Minecraft as a whole. But funnily enough, these items are only dropped by pillagers, specifically Vindicators and Evokers, which are basically just reskins of pillagers with different abilities. But anyways, after defeating the pillagers, we decided to head out and probably go back to base. But then me and Mason got a little sidetracked and ended up finding an abandoned shipwreck. I was hoping there'd be treasure or something, but alas, there ended up just being coal. Then after that, we decided to go visit some old friends on the Mushroom Island from the previous episode. Then Mason ended up giving us mining fatigue from the ocean monument, so we had to go. Because me and Mason both thought you could milk the mushrooms. Pause. But I guess I'll never know because the entire population of the Mushroom Island was basically gone. So after sailing a bit longer, me and Mason found ourselves at an amazing site. So after a lot of more sailing, and I mean a lot, William ended up finding some buried treasure, which was alright, nothing really interesting was in it. After a bit more traveling, me, William, and Mason came across a very familiar savanna biome. And in there, I found a baby wolf that I decided to tame, and I named him Marky. We looked at him, and he looked right back at us. We had to let him know that we weren't a threat, and that he was safe with us. And I knew this was going to be one of our best friends. And finally, after what felt like hours of traveling, we finally came upon our house. A slight reminder of what we had accomplished in such a short amount of time. Me and my friends felt a new sense of freedom in the air as we stumbled into our humble little abode. I truly felt like this experience was changing us not just as players, but as people too. And with that sudden burst of encouragement, we started constructing a house, and we also decided to build another portal. I then got a dandelion and a bar of gold, turning that gold into golden nuggets, making a golden dandelion so Marky could stay young forever. We expanded the property, planted some sugarcane, and got some more bookshelves for the enchantment table. We were really making some progress, and we were also about to head right into the nether. We were scared, sure, but that's just how you overcome things in life. No matter how big the obstacle is, you can prove that you can do it. And maybe you don't need any second chances. Maybe the only thing you really need is hope.
Boring!
Okay, my fault for getting comfortable with y'all. I thought y'all would just like my motivational speeches. Nah, but I get why y'all don't want to hear me yap. So anyway, I started to work on the house while William and Mason focused on making a portal. If y'all don't know, I'm kind of like the builder of the group. Mason's mainly the miner and explorer, while William is our main fighter. I added nice floors to the house along with a nice path in the backyard. We didn't have a roof, but we're not that bougie. But a house is a house, and we were just glad that we had one. finished making the bare minimum for the house, and finally we turned in for the night. Now it's time for the moment you've been waiting for. I know exactly what it is. The Nether. William had some spare golden apples on him and we split it in between the three of us. I got a few and so did Mason. But we had to be careful, because the Nether was one of the most dangerous places in all of Minecraft. Filled with hardly any peaceful mobs and dangerous structures left and right, we had to be extremely cautious. So, me and William and Mason got geared up and finally headed into the Nether, hoping to find a fortress so we can gather some blaze rods. Once we arrived into the Nether, we spawned in a warped forest, which was abundant with endermen, which we could easily kill for some ender pearls, but we never thought of that, because we didn't think we'd actually find a fortress. I guess we just never think ahead. We started navigating through the Nether, getting levels, killing mobs. Things were going good, until we stumbled upon a bastion. You see, bastions aren't like any other type of structure in Minecraft. They're filled with dangerous mobs called piglins. These guys are really dangerous and can easily kill you if you're not careful. And that's not even including one of their best fighters, one of the most dangerous mobs in hardcore Minecraft, a piglin brute. Piglin brutes have an insane amount of health for a regular mob and can dish out so much damage in a short amount of time. I was playing ranged, playing it a little bit safer from the others, but for a second Mason and William were losing the fight. But thanks to my incredible bow skills, we were able to defeat the piglin brutes and loot the bastion for all of its natural resources. We were just grateful that everyone was okay and we still had a bunch of food, so we decided to loot the rest of the bastion and keep on exploring. And a few minutes later, thanks to William's great navigation skills, we found a fortress. It was a little intimidating at first, but it wasn't anything we couldn't handle.
They said, gonna be breathing out of both nostrils this season.
So anyways, after we massacred absolutely every single mob there, we wanted to head back home. But the thing about that was, we had no idea where home was. After what felt like hours of exploring the Nether, we came across some piglins and decided to trade with them, in hopes of getting obsidian to make another portal, to go back to the overworld. After a lot of convincing and a lot of gold ingots, we had the materials necessary to make another portal. We had no idea where this portal went though, so I guess it was more of a gamble than anything. We landed in a cave and started mining up. And me, William, and Mason were met with a beautiful sight. We knew the journey back home would be a long one, so we made the hard choice of just beating the game right then and there. And luckily, we were only a couple hundred blocks away from the stronghold, and we had all the necessary materials to activate the portal and beat the game. But then, we started to question ourselves. Were we really ready for this after all we've been through? And after everything we've done, we put it all at risk so we can accomplish something we've been wanting to do since the beginning? And if things go bad, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna prove ourselves, or are we gonna fall to this almost unachievable goal? Guess this was for us to decide. Whether we win or we lose, this was our last fight.